Using AI tools for image editing. I remember a couple of months ago, we had talked about doing image editing manually. Today, we're going to be talking about specifically with these AI tools. So the kind of main parts we're going to be going over. First, we're going to have a little bit of an intro to AI editing. Then we're going to go over the different AI tools for editing. Then the main steps for getting started, a couple of tips to be able to get the best results with your images, and then we'll have a quick video demo for one of the commonly used AI tools. So first, as a quick intro, AI imaging and AI image editing, it's a tool that allows you to either adjust existing images or to create entirely new ones. And it allows you to automatically do things like improve the quality or the colors and the lighting of an image. So it's not just being able to tweak some of the settings of the image, it's also able to add things to it, such as, for example, improving the quality. And it can also remove mistakes or unwanted objects in an image that you've taken. And so why would you want to use AI for photo editing instead of just taking a regular photo? Well, firstly, one of the commonly used AI editing tools is called upscaling. And what it allows you to do is to take low quality, blurry photos and make them much more sharp and much more clear. And you can see in the image up here how the original image is decently pixelated and doesn't look very good. Whereas on the right, you can see the AI upscaled version looks much sharper. These AI tools can also allow you to really easily remove unwanted objects from an image and brighten up the image overall by tweaking some of the settings automatically. And so it saves you the time that you would have spent manually editing these images. So some of the most commonly used AI tools for photo editing are Luminar AI, which is the one we'll be going over later, Photoshop Elements, and Canva. These are all very simple. They have generally the same kind of feature set, just with some slight differences. And so the general steps to getting started with AI editing, first, you're going to want to find a tool, the one that you want to use. This is usually your choice will be based off of specifically what you want to do, how advanced of the tools you need, and also the cost of the tool, because some will be free, some will be more expensive than others. And so then you're going to want to upload the photo that you've taken into the program. And then you can either use an AI tool that'll automatically suggest improvements to the photo, or you can manually begin adjusting your photo. So you can see here on the image on the right, it's a little hard to see, but this is the website Canva. And so here, this is using an AI image editor to add sunglasses, for example, onto the image, just by selecting the tool and typing in a description of the edit that the user wants, and then the system does it for you. So AI can also be used, for example, to enhance the colors in your photo to make it, for example, look more colorful, more bright. And so what it'll do is it'll automatically adjust the levels of red, blues, and greens in your photos fully automatically without having you to really do anything. And this will make your photos look more vibrant and more natural very rapidly. Another major use that we mentioned earlier for AI photo editing is that it can erase extra objects that you may not want in your photos. So anything from people to cars to background distractions. You can see here, for example, this is a photo of some wildlife, except there were some extra people in the frame that I'm guessing they didn't want to be on the photo. And so the AI tool, just by selecting these people, can really rapidly get rid of them and keep the image looking realistic. And so this could, for example, allow you to make your main subject stand out more clearly and get a photo that's more to your liking, removing unwanted objects. Another common use of AI photo editing tools is for adjusting people's faces, notably in portraits. It can be used to smooth wrinkles or blemishes on faces. It can also be used to brighten smiles and make eyes look clearer than they would. This can also be very useful if you're doing flash photos, and in some cases, it can make people's eye look red. There's AI tools that can get rid of that to make the photo look better while keeping it natural. And yeah, the main advantage of this, again, is that it's very easy to use and it keeps your portraits looking natural. Another common use is adjusting lights and shadows in your images. Let's say your photo is too dark or too bright. An AI editing tool can automatically balance the shadows and highlights to make your photo look clear, even if it was taken in poor lighting or with poor exposure. It can also be used to resize photos for printing or online sharing. This means that if you have, again, as we mentioned, a lower quality image, you can make it larger while keeping the quality sharp and clear and not having to deal with that lower quality, which can be useful for social media, for emails, but also if you want to make a larger framed picture or a photo book, it can just make sure that you don't have to deal with that low quality. Using AI, you can also add some filters for some special effects to your photos. These can be, basic things like just a black and white filter or more vintage looks. And so AI can be used to create these artistic effects automatically, making it super easy to experiment and find styles that you like for your photos. And one of the key things here is that it is an easier tool to use than photo editing, but there is still a bit of a learning process. And the best way to learn is by exploring and testing things out and practicing with these tools. For example, you could try it out by editing an old family photo or a vacation picture and experimenting with the different features that these AI image editing tools can offer for you. And by practicing with them, the photos that you get as an end result will only improve in quality.